Me no care, you no can't last me and you no can't kidnap me. And even if you no kidnap me, me know me I stand up. I'm standing up for what me know my father would have want.
Was there when Sister Jean went missing, and they still don't even, if they were genuine, they would file some form of investigation on her or something. Nothing of that at all. She's in fact, Maxine, to this day, you can go on Instagram, on the Bunny Wailer Archives account, she is still publishing things for Dad.
She can't let me stop say Sugar Minott because this lady never loved my father.
They don't even say that she's an evil person or that she has bad intention. They just say, oh, we don't associate with Maxine so, and we are parting ways with Maxine, and that's it. They don't even say how bad credibility she has or any of the things she kept up with, because
I said let love go, let the love stay. It no matter what they do and no matter what they say, but I said strictly rubber dubber where we play. Hey, this is Junior Cat digging up Talk Truth Tele. Scene, you don't know. Don't move your dial, don't move your channel. Talk Truth Tele. Scene, just give it a view. Junior Cats are coming through. Boomer drop.
Greetings viewers and subscribers, and welcome to Talk Truth Tele. Remember, I make a post about Sugar Minott and what was happening where his family is concerned. Today this post entitled The Struggle Continue where Sugar Minott is concerned, and this time we'll also look into Bunny Wailer Jean Watt situation, the passing of Bunny Wailer and the disappearing of Jean Watt. We will listen to the cry of passion and Bunny Wailer's little daughter. Observing Passion Minott from a child, I don't have to ask. I know Passion really loves her father, and I could tell she make a vow to carry on her father's work. Even when she touched stage, if you notice, before she even got on a fear original songs, she always blessed the stage with a Sugar Minott song, and she's very emotional about it. Over here on Talk Truth Tele, we don't usually pick side. We just tell it as it is, the naked truth, with no clothes on it. And we are always open to talk to persons who thinks that what I am saying is not true and it's not right. So you can always come in and speak your side. I have no problem with that. So Passion Minott vent, and she said under no circumstances she will allow her father's legacy to just go down. You're watching Talk Truth Tele. Talk Truth, Talk Truth, Talk Truth people, Talk Truth.
You were separated for 15 years prior to Dad's passing and was with all of his co-workers in music. And he was so embarrassed. And me I come public with this because Una not gonna last me. I'm not gonna be kidnapped. So let me speak this before me kidnapped.
We can see a passion event. Me hear it in her voice, me see it in her demeanor. So she now keep it, she'll come public with it. But she keeps stressing about kidnap, missing, as if she is saying something to us indirectly. But the way she's so overwhelmed, she not care right now. She just want so what she say, what she have on her mind. Based on the first post and what is being said in this post, in a nutshell, she defend her father's legacy. And she not happy with how she see things are going.
I'm going to confront Maxine. And I went into the office to her and spoke to her about my situation. I even drew her some pictures. Well, not like drew for her, but drew her and showed her what I'm about. Because I love to draw. I'm an artist. And I really love to draw. And I have many other things I'm interested in. But just to brief you right now. I was just telling her my situation and saying, this needs to be fixed. I need to go to school. And she's just nodding her head like, mm-hmm. And I'm just talking to her because I'm saying like, all right, if nobody's going to talk, if nobody can, then I'm going to do it. Nothing still came out of that, I realized, but I still feel good in myself that I still stood up for myself. As small as I am, I had the mind to still know what was right for me and stood up for that.
Me not care, Maxine. Me not care. Leave me alone. thing. Take it. God Almighty, mightyful Father, intervene. Intervene. And anybody who want to take up for that lady, who no feel her right yet. I mean, not tell no lie, pan her. Live in hell, we live in a. Live in hell. Sometimes we don't want to face the day, because we say, but me have to stand up. Me a stand up. Me a stand up. Me a stand up. Me not pretty up no, enough thing me still not talk. Nothing, me still don't talk. Me just want you to leave me alone. And you cannot represent no. I mean, me find the strength if you come on this. I mean, no care who no one listen, but me I taught this before them try last me.
So here she say again, she say it before them try last her. That's a serious argument, you know. She also say Maxine go over Bunny Wailer. It no work and she come back to suppress the Minott family. So at one point, I just checked, say, the trouble was within the Minott family until Passion refer or mention Bunny Wailer. But you know what I shoot already? We always try to inquire to make sure we not only talk half what people say. So we look into Bunny Wailer family and we find his daughter, and she had similar concern. So we could hear where Bunny Wailer daughter have to say, where Maxine's store is concerned.
Good day, world. This is Zainab Livingston. I'm the last child of Mr. Neville Livingston, also known as Bunny Wailer, and I am making this video here today, speaking only the truth, not mincing my words, and telling the real story that people or everyone is trying to hide. And I am not a person of lies and manipulation, and I'm not going to take any form of it. So I will begin starting off in the early 2000s, since that's when my mom and my dad were working on major projects together. She is the principal, founder, and co-founder of the Solomonic All Saints Preparatory College, which was on Mona Road, Kingston. My mom and my dad were having a big conversation for about a year prior to its official opening about how us as Rastafarians should have our own schools and not depending on the system on educating our children. So that is how it came to be. And multiple major projects also. The musical projects, Text It Volume 1 and 2, the essay competition, and the Father Figure and Reggae Show. So it was during that same period we were realizing that the Millennium Council was coming into the school and creating meetings, and Maxine was one of those members. I'm not sure exactly on the setup of that council, and I don't think anything's going on with it because I don't even see them on the news, and they're always talking about Rastafarians, this and ganja, and just using buzzwords, really. That's what I'm realizing. I'm being frank, right? And I'm 15 now, so how long has that been under? She's still running with it. Which is Maxine, but I mean she.
So Bunny Wailer daughter folk to speak the truth, and I like that. She no come for means word. So say her mother and Bunny Wailer, them was a founder. They know of the school, but they never really know who was a founder. They mean the facts we are talking about. So she said the Millennium Council came in and having meetings with the founders, and Maxine Store was one of them. That's the Millennium people. She was a member of the Millennium team. And she mentioned the problems and the school ended up shut down. But what she said was Maxine was still running with it. Alright, me I try to get some clarity as you know. Being that she don't know Passion and Passion know she. We could listen to Passion and Bunny Wailer daughter together and see if we can pick some sense.
No matter over Bunny Wailer you did there, I deal with that. But because the Bunny Wailer thing no go your way, that's where you tell me. Because it no go your way, It don't go your way. You come back over minor thing. If you suppress we and depress we in a mental depression because of you.
So we understand this now. So Bonnie with the daughter say she came there with the Millennium team, and Passion said over Bonnie whether she did there and it no work out. But it seems as if by having meeting with the team, including Maxine store, the school crash. So the business crumbled. Although Bonnie daughter say Maxine is still running with it. The fact remain, and Bonnie Wailer's part, the business crumbled.
Everybody who she going a business with, it always crumble.
I personally text her. I say, hey, Mom, can I text Maxine and express my feelings? Because all of this is evil to us. And she would just say how my mom is manipulating me and making me say all of these things.
God Almighty, mightyful Father, intervene.
My dad used to always have his phone, keep protocol, keep in check with everyone. He would also used to have his phone. And my mom used to try to reach out to him, and she couldn't. She simply couldn't, because when me and my mom would go down to my papa's house now, she's saying, how am I not getting you? And he's like, yo, my phone, like he has to be changing his phone because he can't find his phone. And that's during the same time Maxine was there. Speaking of which, with Maxine being at my dad's house now, this is when things get really scary. So when I was about 8 years old, I remember just like about 2 times ever, I slept over for the weekend. About 8 to 10 years old during that period of 2 years or so, but it only happened for about 2 times. I slept over at my dad's house because my siblings were there, 2 of them. It was Candy, Sarah. I remember one time Gabriel was there, and Ebony, all at the same time. So when I was about 8 or 10, when I was in that age group, right, I remember being at my dad's house, and it was like midnight, right? And I was going to the kitchen, and I saw Maxine going into my dad's room in the dark of night. And I crapped myself a little bit because I'm saying, isn't she a manager? As a young kid, I always heard everybody calling her manager, When you think of manager, you see them, they probably at the client's house, they go back to their house. Even before, I used to sleep over and I used to see 6 o'clock coming on my watch or on the clock. I'm saying, I hope she's going home now because I know managers don't live at their clients' houses. At a young age in my little self, I knew that, all right? Common sense, all right? And I saw that, and when I went back into my sister's room with everybody in there, including my brother, my mom's side, I do, right? I went back in there and said, hey, you know that she's in here? What is she doing here at 12 o'clock at night? And everybody just laughed it off and ignored me. So everyone just upheld this and promoted this and just didn't care and actually liked it. Because if they didn't like it, they wouldn't let this happen. They wouldn't allow this. And as adolescent teenage girls, having that around you, it's sickening to me. This is sick to me, honestly. It's sickening to me. My mom already intuitively knew, but she never even knew what was coming. But she intuitively knew that Maxine wasn't of any good, because the first time my mom told me, right? My mom's telling me everything. The first time she met Maxine, she gave her a stern handshake and said, well, not word for word, but just briefing you and summarizing, knowing who her uncle is. I'm going to touch on this uncle thing because we looked on her Instagram and looking at the dynamics of her family and her long essay about who her uncle is and how she's related to him, we're starting to realize that they're not even related. But let me continue. So, my mom was saying considering how Coxon damaged the Wailers in their early time of their careers, she's figuring she's here to fix things. and she gave her a stern handshake, and my mom said the look on her face and how her hands moved like it was slime, and it was just so weak, and my mom had to just hold her hand sternly. It's not surprising now looking at everything. But honestly, I wouldn't, if everyone is saying probably, oh, they were tricked. No, they were not. All right, they were not tricked. They upheld her crap, and they wanted it to happen. They pretty much, I would say, invited her into our lives to ruin it, or maybe even do their dirty work for them. Because honestly, when I look at everything, looking at how they resent Papa, it's like when Maxine came around, they were like, great, you can do our dirty work for us, and we're just gonna take some money and do whatever we want and don't care about anything, and probably do a couple sneaky stuff around here and then put on the news that some stuff happened and we don't know what happened, and we're just Papa's kids, and we're just loving and caring, and that's nothing goes like that. All right, nothing. None of that.
In 2019, they awarded Youthman promotion as Sound of the Century, and it was such a good vibes. We went there with the original selectors, to Lucy and Major Stitch, and it was just a joy. So Jaria, they know how to get in contact with me. Anyways, I linked someone at Jaria, won't call any name now for now, and I was like, I didn't know about it, and the person said to me, but I thought that you were told by Maxine Stowe. I said, no, we're not aware of it. I called a few of my siblings and they weren't aware of it. So, anyways, somebody else came from Jari a few days after that, informing me about the award, and said that they had told Maxine and assumed that she would have related it to us. Now, for anybody who is doing anything with Maxine Stowe, she doesn't talk to us. She doesn't talk to us. She doesn't speak to us. She doesn't talk to the grandchildren, nothing. And I'm just sick and tired of this rant and court dates and everything from this lady. Everything is suing, and if it's not going her way, then it's no way, and just our lives, I'm living hell.
So after what I saw with Maxine as a young kid, I remember going up to my mom and I'm saying, Mom, what the hell is this? Excuse me, how is that even possible? And my mom was also extremely disgruntled, and I just decided, you know what? the next time I see her, I'm gonna talk to her and tell her, what the hell are you doing in my dad's room at 12 o'clock at night? I never said that explicitly, because I never really knew how to express myself in that manner as a kid. But next time I saw her, I'm saying, hey, what are you doing in my dad's room?
Anyways, I told the person from Jara, okay, fine, whatever, everything is okay. She said, we're going to call back Maxine and let her know that any further information about the award show, we're going to tag you in it and let you know let the family know what's going on. I said, okay, fine, sure. I get an email from her, and she also CC the Jaria. And it was so embarrassing because she was ranting in the email about she's going to collect the award, and just not good. And I'm like, what is the problem? Why we always have to fight? So I mean, not that this is anybody's business, but there's a narrative going around that I have to clear up. And I always try to speak my truth and speak my mind, whether anyone agree or not, because it's my truth and my pain and my family pain.
I asked her, what are you doing in my dad's room and what's your relationship with him? And she said, you want to understand. That's what she said to me. So whatever they said to us with the manager's thing is like a completely different purpose that she came there about, and it's very visible because nothing happened. Things only got worse. Things only got extremely worse. They basically made her, Maxine, have grant her this form of authority to just make her eat and just walk around and think she has the talk.
I got another email from Jaria asking who will be collecting the award, and I responded, Sugar's children and grandchildren, because they asked me who will be collecting the award. So obviously they didn't finalize who was going to collect this award. They didn't finalize that. So I said, okay, Sugar's children and grandchildren. Fine. April 10th, good vibes, we come in, everything is nice. Someone met me at the door, someone from Jaria, I won't call any name as yet, and told me that there's some changes because we're going to call on Maxine, and I said, but they said children and grandchildren, you know, they say we're not going to do that. We're just going to, because obviously I think she pressured them or pressuring them, or it's just some negative energy, and I think it was such a glorious moment and a good time, you know what I mean? So I said, well, the children flew down from New York, and the grandchildren, they were so happy to have this experience, you know. Some of them were very young when Dad passed, and it meant a lot to them. So, you know, a couple of them flew in and to represent the other grandchildren also.
Our dad was getting ill, and to that I say it's a force kill, because I have pills right now to show, and I'm gonna brief everyone on these, but these are not trustworthy. This is proof to show that these people are up to no good, and the reason why even my dad passed away.
When it was time for Daddy name to collect his award, I said they come for her, they come for Maxine, and so I got up and I went to the side stage as well, got the children, and you know, gathered everyone. We were there waiting for Daddy name to call, you know. Shalom went on and did an excellent job singing Daddy's songs, and basically when Daddy name called, you know, this lady basically pushed me. This lady pushed me out the way to go on the stage before me and the children, you know. And when she pushed me, I'm like, I was so nervous, because it's like going on stage and just trying to get myself back together, like if I should speak, you know. It's like this lady I'm like, what? So for those who were there, could have seen that there was something wrong. This lady pushed me out the way, and like I'm trying to take the award to the podium to speak of our Father, our Father, our Father, and I know your Father. And we go up, so I'm trying to go to the podium now with the award. This lady hold on to the award like up there, you know. It's just an embarrassment, because everybody could see that she's basically pulling it from me, and I let it go. I let it go because it's about Daddy. It's about Daddy. I'ma let it go. I'ma let it go. And I went up there trying to get my speech together, like, okay, just talk. And when they say who's gonna speak, this lady trying to grab the mic. All this is happening up there, you know. Embarrassment, you know. And then she's gonna stand up there and say, I am so happy to be up here with the children and grandchildren. You don't speak to us, because if I tell you turn around and name those children that's on the stage with you, behind you, you cannot name them. You cannot name them. My nephew, who is the oldest child for my father, when he saw her, he went to her ahead of the award and was shaking her hand. And if you see her, she look at him, I take it that she didn't recognize him. That's what I have to take it as. She never recognized him. I'm gonna care who no one listen, but me I taught this before them try last me. Or before the ear say I was last seen wearing a army pants and one sugar man a t-shirt and one red turban on her head.
Yes, Passion, I understand the pain, and everybody pain was going through this situation. You say they have been separated for 15 years now, come on, not at all. But the fact remains, she's not divorced. In the middle of excitement, the niceness, the hit tune, the meeting and greeting throughout the world, artists, you must take a time out to set your thing straight. Put your house in order to avoid confrontation like this. It's not everybody honest. It's not everybody up to good. People are human beings and most time have ulterior motives. We are not mind readers. If you're married and things not going well, especially have children and grandchildren, don't just let someone just be somewhere in the world sitting comfortably and waiting, or maybe help to contribute to your demise. Do the right thing. If you don't want divorce, set your house in order. Make a will or something to that sort. Listen to Wailer daughter. So intelligent, so smart. She take notes. And she been taking notes for a long time. I remember when the school at Mona crumbled. I was actually there when the eviction took place as tears run down inside of me. Because I knew the intentions of the founders and co-founders of the school. The kids were so innocent. They were just playing. A lot of them didn't even know what was taking place. And I see Wailer daughter has it all worked out. But in the end, everybody have a story. I knew Maxine's story was going to have her story also. And there's three sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth. So I hope this is a learning thing for you artists. The ones who are there now, singing, dancing, on stage, collecting, living the time of your life. You may be giving to your family right now, loving them up. But remember, make sure things are in place before you make your transition. You don't know when, where, how. You don't know the very minute. But once you make a transition, once you meet a demise, if your house is not in order, there could be confusion, there could be problem, sometimes bloodshed, war, when it could have been avoided. My sister Passion, heart goes out. To Wailer daughter, my heart goes out. But don't forget, there's a law that governs the land. And if you don't understand, seek clarification. It don't make no sense to take up things by your own sometime. Because when they go wrong, go under, go over, can't beat the law. Unless you strongly believe in the Creator. And you go and kneel city and take it to Him in prayer. And believe He will come true for you. But sometimes, while you pray, you can go in the legal direction. Because God help those who help themselves. Have a nice day. Talk to people.
Me no care, Maxine. Me no care.